Good day, folks. This is video number 57 in the playlist devoted to 3D Experience CATIA, the generative shape design application. I would like to discuss the icon which is denoted as contour. And if you're in generative shape design and select the wireframe tab, there is a pull-up menu, and one of the items that you can choose is contour. Okay, spline, helix, spiral, and spine were discussed in the previous 4 tutorials. So now we want to do contour. Now, contour is actually a very simple idea. Suppose you have some curves which are sitting in a surface. These curves may be intersecting, they may not touch each other, etc. But what you would like to do is make a closed contour on that surface with these curves as part of it. Now, the CATIA V5 version of this particular tutorial is given up here, and the 3D Experience version of it is also given in the video down below, the link down below. There is some help here. Actually, it helps pretty good on online, and now we're going to do an example. Let me create a simple surface here. So on that vertical plane, I'll use sketch. I'll use a spline, perhaps something like this. Exit, and then extrude it. I'll extrude it by 100 millimeter in both directions. Dimensions don't matter here. So I'm going to hide these planes, and I don't want the sketch. I'm going to hide it also. Okay. Now I want to create some curves on this surface. One way is to create curves in space and then project them here. The alternative is to use straight lines, but on that surface. So first thing to do is to create a bunch of points here. I'm going to double click points on a surface. So maybe a point here. Let's do another one. Another point maybe here. Another one maybe there. I'll move it up here. Okay. And one more, maybe some location there. So I have created some points here. Now I'm going to create a line point to point from this point to that point, but the support is that surface. So actually it takes the line, essentially creates a straight line in the geodesic sense between these 2 points. So another one. For example, I can go, let's say, between this point and that point. Again, but the support is that surface. Notice there's a curve now. And let's do another one. Another line between this point and that point, and the support is that surface. So basically, I have three curves in here. I could have included that. I'll do that later. Actually, let me do another line between this point and that point, the support being that surface. Okay, so suppose I want to make a closed curve contour between these three lines. So I'm going to click on the contour. The surface is right there. The curves are, the first one that you pick is always going to be a yellow. The next one that you're going to pick is going to be red, and last one red. Notice that it automatically, because these were touching each other, it automatically converted them to a contour right there. You can change the color of it so that it's made of those three curves. Let's do another one. Okay, so I'm going to delete this contour that I made. Okay, once again, click on the contour, and let's say that the surface is there, and for my curves, I select For example, this one, first one is yellow, next one is red, and I'm going to include uh, that as the third one. Now notice that there is a problem here because this did not close. And when I say OK, it says that, hey, this is not closed. So what I can do is I can use this option here to extrapolate these curves so that they hit each other. I think this is the minimum that you can go. So let me make it 30. Still not big enough. Maybe 50. Let me make it 100. There. So depending on the sizes involved, you can't just randomly put a number here and expect it to work right there. So notice that this contour, let me hide this, let me hide that. This contour is made out of those with extrapolation. Let me do another one. I have deleted all this geometry on that surface. So let me show you the XY plane, by the way, because what I want to do is on that plane, I want to, well, let me create an offset from this. Up there, doesn't matter. I want to draw some circle, some curves on it and project it. This one I don't need. All right, so on that plane, I will sketch. Let me draw one spline, something like that. Exit. Okay. Do another one. Do another curve there on that plane. Sketch another one. Maybe something like this. And exit. So another one. On that plane. Another spline. Another line. I'll draw a line. And finally another line. Exit. And finally another line. On that plane, I will sketch. You know what? I changed my mind. I'll make a spline like that. Exit. Exit. Good. And I don't need this plane. I'm going to hide it. So let me project these on that surface. So you know how to project. Project this on that surface. The default is normal. Actually, you know what? Let me go back here. Let me do it in the Z direction. The Z direction. Good. Let's do another one. So I already did this. Another project that one on that surface, again in the Z direction, because I know that they intersect each other. Another project, I think this line on that surface along Z, and there's one more that's missing. I believe it's this one that's missing. So project, oops, not intersect, project this on that surface along Z. Okay, good, good. So let me hide all these things, the sketches. Where are these sketches? Yeah, this one. Hide, 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 one more hide. And this plane is also hide. So basically we have four curves on the surface. Three of them are splines. One of them is a line. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go to contour. Surface is right there. The first curve is always yellow. Then it starts becoming red one by one. This one, and that one, and that one. And notice that automatically it took care of these extension and it closed it. Hide it right there. So this is what happened. why do you, why, why may you want to do something like that? An example would be, okay, so for example, I can do a split, just hypothetically split, element to cut without contour, and then okay. Isn't that nice? Yeah, that's pretty much it.